Welcome back to The Watch, and today Brie Larson has made more comments.
She has.
She's good at that.
We have not cashed in on the Brie Larson
We really haven't.
cash cow.
So now it's time.
It's now, yes. We've missed it, I think. There's not nearly as much interest in the whole thing.
I don't know, because recently she's been reportedly a bit unhappy with Captain Marvel. I still hold true that the true Captain Marvel is from DC. You know, that's just me. Though.
Well, now it's Shazam.
Yeah, well, but Brie Larson, how would you describe Brie Larson?
An empty vessel.
Nathan?
I don't know. Unfortunate.
I would say needlessly antagonistic.
These are all really good descriptions. Now, there's nuance to try and describe these descriptors of old Brie, because she has shown by her actions that I don't think she actually really subscribes to all the activist talking points that she promotes. Like she says, I'm all for feminism and everything, and yet she does things that are not a very, she does things to attract the male gaze and to get attention and stuff, which doesn't seem particularly in line with, I don't know.
Feminism.
Yeah, I guess it depends which one. But like, if you've seen her YouTube channel, she does some pretty shameless kind of things for attention.
Right.
And that kind of, to me, is revealed, okay, this is who we're actually dealing with. Because I've also seen some videos that show some of her early career. She started trying to do music to begin with. And she's basically was bred to try and get into the celebrity acting kind of gig at anything. And I really got the impression that this is a person that's just wanted attention and acceptance and is willing to, part of acting is to take on a role, pretend. And she was willing to do that to achieve those ends. And then when she got into Hollywood, well, you know, I get the feeling that her agents and everyone around her, and she's in this bubble about, this is what you say. And then she's like, yes, I'm on board with that because I want to stand for good things, not realizing that it's a Hollywood bubble and most of the world
Does not think that way.
And then she goes really far into it saying, I don't need some white guys to tell me what a wrinkle in time or what they think about a wrinkle in time, and just comes off so obnoxious, right? And it was comments like that just destroyed public opinion of her dramatically. And then there is this kind of arrogant attitude she's had in so many interviews where she comes off just really narcissistic and like, I can do my own stunts, thank you very much. Did you see that one? That interview she was in with Chris Hemsworth and stuff. And it really got the impression that people don't like working with her and stuff. And then now, like, after people just checked out, they don't like her, she's been desperate to try and get that acceptance back, and the whole YouTube arc was just so forced and fake. And so that's what I mean about an empty vessel. Like, I don't really know what her real opinions are. I think she's constantly just trying to do things to further her career and then making drastic mistakes in that endeavor.
So, fair summarization of Brie Larson. Now, Brie Larson, as most people know, played Captain Marvel in, what was it called? Was it called Captain
Marvel?
And that was...
It's so forgettable, we can't even remember the title.
The fascinating thing about it, and what was so, not controversial about it, well, there's a lot of things controversial, but the thing that got a lot of people talking was it was wedged between two of the most...
It was a bad film. It was released at the perfect time in one of the most healthy franchises. And so...
Ever.
That was at its
massive,
peak. Yeah. That was at its peak, right?
And it made $1 billion.
Because of those reasons. It wasn't because it was good. The movie is crap.
And now number 2 is coming out. Is it called The Marvels?
The Marvels,
I don't know.
which is a bit of a story in and of itself, where it seems like as much as the narrative has been how great and popular Captain Marvel is, Marvel internally have known that Brie Larson and this version of Captain Marvel it's not popular. And there's even kind of, rumor, though it seems like report at this point, that there were 2 cuts of Avengers Endgame, one with a much greater presence of Captain Marvel in it, and one without. And the one that was released had Captain Marvel getting BTFO'd by Thanos. That was my favorite part in the whole film.
A lot of people were worried. I remember at the time, like if she comes in and saves the day, people are not going to be
exactly.
happy.
And they were leading. This is, I guess, why I like that thing, because that was the most suspenseful thing in the entire film, where they were trying to hint that she might actually kill Thanos and take away the victory from all the heroes that built up to her. And she just comes in like this Mary Sue, and I was like, don't you dare, don't you dare. And then Thanos just boom. And I was like, yes. Oh, I know. I mean, like, it made the film for me. Like,
but
come on, you didn't want to see Captain Marvel get knocked out? Like,
oh, yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yes. I was very worried what was going to happen, but I was happy with whatever happened, right? But the second one's coming out, the Marvels, and the projections for this have been not good. Not good.
Just didn't kind of follow on for the whole thing that Marvel knows she's not popular. Well, they changed the title from Captain Marvel 2 to The Marvels. She's not even necessarily the main character now.
When did it come out? When did the first one come out?
Well, between Infinity War and
when? What year? Because it's
when.
been years.
It's been
now.
a while now.
And usually $1 billion film, you don't wait a long time for. You usually get another one in the next year or two. They knew that it was that's the only reason why it was successful, is because it was wedged right in there.
Yeah. And by the way, like Captain Marvel, the character, they could have done a great job with her. Like, man, have you seen the comic book character version of Captain Marvel? Especially when she was Miss Marvel? She was hot, okay? It was flat.
She had character too.
She had
great personality.
Great personality.
Yeah.
That's what's really attracting the viewership. It's the personality. But back in the day, comic books knew their target audience, right?
Yes.
And that was a perfect example of but comic books, they knew who was reading it. Yeah. And good old classic Captain Marvel, she was good looking and a cool character, right? But no, can't do that. In fact, that's problematic. I mean, we'll strip Thor, of course, and Ugo him. But I mean, if you do it to women, that's just sexist, right? So now they've relegated Captain Marvel in her own film because she's so unpopular, and saddled her with two really unpopular characters. Now, Miss Marvel, which is like Captain Marvel used to be Miss Marvel, and when she became Captain Marvel, someone else took on the moniker of Miss Marvel, which is Kamala Khan or whatever her name is, with stretchy powers, and this character was never popular. It was a character made for a female audience in a male-dominated kind of medium, comic books, and poorly written, and I also believe it was a self-insert, and never been popular. And look, I have to give credit to the actress of the Miss Marvel TV show. I think she's charming and she did a good job of what she had, but the show was boring and uninterested. And the approach, it wasn't a superhero show, and that's what really checked me out on it, right? It was a teen girl drama show, not a superhero show, right?
There was also the game, the Marvel's game that had
her as the main character.
Yes.
They've been desperate to try and force that character into audiences and to make audiences like her, and it's been failing like constantly. No one likes that character. And then they also have she was a Captain Marvel. It was Monica Rambeau. I think she was actually Captain Marvel before Danvers was. But she can't be Captain Marvel in this film, so her name is Photon now, and she has light powers.
Yep.
And sorry, the trailer where she says, "You can," I don't know, something like you can project light, and I can see light. It's such a dumb lie. It's like, everyone can see light, sweetheart.
That's how we see things.
Yes.
Anyways, something I'm interested about, because I couldn't remember who they wanted to be the successor for Robert Downey Jr. and like the Captain America and stuff.
It was Captain Marvel. They wanted her to be the leader of the Avengers,
and that right off the bat wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
And now I feel like that's why they're in such hot water at the moment, because I haven't watched any Marvel stuff since, was it Ant-Man? No, Guardians 3?
Guardians, I think, was the last one we saw.
Yeah. And Loki, season 1, I enjoyed for the dumb fun of it, because I like Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't say it was good. I just said I enjoyed it.
I'm saying I didn't.
And I betcha I would enjoy season 2, which is currently... I reckon...
Try it. See. I've tried it. And...
Yes, but I'm not going to watch it with the point to review it. I'm going to watch it just because I want to watch something.
You'll enjoy the first episode and then it ends.
Right.
Like it just flatlines after that.
The point
the
is,
first episode was also bad.
the point is, I haven't even watched that, even though that was something that I was like looking forward
Yeah.
to. I haven't watched it.
Did you watch Hawkeye?
No,
No. Did you watch Moon Knight?
no.
Did you watch She-Hulk?
I tried.
That was so bad. Marvel has just been dying
Yeah, it
drastically. People are checking out, and so interest in the Marvels is through the floor. It's cratering. It's seismic. It is.
Well, the issue is when you have the first movie doing 1.13 billion, and then the second one, obviously now we're at a point where Marvel has dropped off quite significantly. It's not wedged between anything people care about, and people don't particularly like, in a general sense, they just don't like
The character.
these characters.
Yeah, they're not popular characters.
They're just not. And it's with, I don't know why these keep. It's fascinating, right?
Because
you
Marvel is full of activists. That's why.
Well, it's not even that. Like Ahsoka, take Ahsoka for example. People, like regular people, not fans, regular people just don't care about these characters that they don't know.
Well, the Ahsoka was so boring and dull. With all the characters were bland, and it ended in such a stupid way. And there's so many. The plot device was so astronomically dumb. Ahsoka was bad. Good production value though.
Fantastic production value. If you're curious what Shad's thoughts on Ahsoka, there you go. You got him.
Atrocious. Just watch me rant about it on Friday Night Tides. I was in Europe when it came out, so we couldn't do full reviews. But the ending. Let's make weak, ineffectual stormtroopers even more weak and ineffectual by making them slow, meandering stormtrooper zombies. And anyone can use the Force, by the way. You just have to want it really, really. And as soon as you want it hard enough, you then suddenly are really powerful and you can do huge things with it. Oh, it's so stupid. Anyway.
But basically, currently, as it stands, there's reports been coming out that Brie Larson doesn't want to play Carol Danvers anymore. That's right.
Well, no wonder.
Because of the backlash from the 2019.
It's not only that. It's an unpopular character that, is ruining her career on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure, the prospect was really positive when it first came out. And if she didn't screw up so much in terms of the likability and everything, it might have been more popular. But her attitude outside of it and the marketing really harmed the popularity.
Not just the attitude outside of it, just the attitude of the character.
And the attitude, like the attitude, I'm talking separate to the movie, because the movie also, like, she's the villain.
It's just unlikable.
Like, there's a deleted scene, which it's deleted, but I consider it canon because it's so in line with the character, where she physically assaults someone and steals his motorbike. It's like, holy crap. And even outside of that, she's destroying people's property and acting like a complete see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, she's an unlikable character.
There's a lot of this going on with, like, the Snow White actress as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have no problem with people saying what they truly think, but it's just how they say it as well.
Yeah,
like they're on a high horse and they're like, actually, but it's very Redditor.
But they come across, especially Zegler, extremely entitled, like unbelievable. Like, if I'm going to stand for days in a Snow White dress, I deserve to be paid for every hour it's streamed. Yeah, are you going to the coal mines? Seriously, standing in a dress all day, such a hard bloody job. Oh, you silver-spooned narcissist, get over yourself.
To be fair, we have to stand in hot brigs all day.
Brigs are harder.
Yeah, I know.
Let her try and wear the armor all day.
They're heavy,
Yeah. And then actual fighting and other things. But even then, we're pretty unlucky with our job. We're not going to the coal mines. There's a lot harder jobs and people who go through harder, things than us. So yeah, she wants to not do Captain Marvel anymore. Shock horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's an unpopular character now. She contributed to make it unpopular. Marvel is dying, all right? And so it's like, the rats abandoning the sinking ship.
When does this one come out? November 10th or something?
I can't wait. This film looks like one of the greater dumpster fires Marvel has made. And so we are going to be there, day one, with bows and bells or whatever the saying is, to watch and review it, to let you know. And this one
comes out on a Friday.
Well, there we go. I have to get it all done out. If that's Friday in America, that's Saturday here, so maybe it might be a solo one for me. unless we switch up the days.
Nah, I think it's Solo
Why you don't want to watch this?
No, I don't. I
On
don't.
a Saturday.
I'm not looking forward to this.
You need to switch it. Like, look forward to dunk on it because it's going to be so bad. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I don't want to waste my time watching bad things anymore. I just want good stuff.
You know, I would be in that spot if I wasn't a reviewer. As a reviewer, I can see opportunity with this band.
Yeah.
We're going to make videos on this.
But just like personally, not as a reviewer.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
of
sick
course.
of all the bad stuff and I just want to watch good things.
Like if I wasn't reviewing stuff, I wouldn't have watched Thor, Ant-Man, nearly any of the new Marvel slop.
And that's things like I just want something good. I want something good to watch, please.
Like the Black Panther 2. And like we even try and review stuff and we don't finish it because it's so bad, right? And we just check out and get bored of it because...
I think the only thing I'm looking forward to is Dune. Like I am legit
I'm looking forward to that. Is there any, I don't think there's anything Marvel that is even remotely has my interest.
The only thing that I was kind of interested in was Loki, but that's it.
Well, you'll be disappointed in Loki. I do not care about it. And so no wonder Brie wants out. Did you see that interview where they ask her if she's going to be doing any more Captain Marvel? And she's like, I don't know. And she has those like...
Does anybody want me to?
Does anyone want me to? Like she has those eyes like she just wants to kill that guy for asking her the question. It's on camera.
Yeah, everybody's seen that one.
That is gold internet cringe.
Yeah. But that's basically where everything stands out with Brie Larson. Just some reports and stuff like that she doesn't want to, which is, I mean, I get it.
You know, like Brie, you could have a redemption arc. You're an empty vessel. I'm not sure you hold too many of these opinions as truly sacred, okay? If you give up all this woke trash, well, then she might not get jobs anyway. But you're in that position anyway. You might not be getting jobs. It's like, become based. Be the next Gina Carano.
But see, the problem is like the character's just unlikable.
I know.
So even if she's
come on.
great,
she has been all right in things in the past, like in Community. She was appeared and she was she played a charming.
Yeah, but I'm
character.
talking about like take Captain Marvel for example. She can't be likable in that because she doesn't.
Well, the character's awful. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm happy for the character to die. I don't care about this character.
Did you want to take us out?
Well, that's the state of Marvel and Brie Larson. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And as always, stay on what.